Alright, let's get started. Shift A to adding a cylinder, adding here, and let's see how many vertices we want to go. Yeah, 32 is a pretty good number. I know it sounds a little bit high because we're doing a little bit complicated shape, so in order to maintain good circle on the curve, so we are going to go with the 32. So this should be fine. And depth, I'm just going to do like 3 to 4. I think 3 is fine. Hit R, hit the control key to rotate it 90 degrees, and then we are good. Go to the tab edit mode. Let's see, we are going to adding some loop cut. Control R, just scroll your middle mouse wheel, and then just adding some of that. Obviously, this is the top part of the cylinder, so I'm going to actually getting this thing cut it out and extrude some a cube shape out of it. So Alt Z, go to the X-ray mode, and now we can select part of this vertices. As you can see here, this is the one we're going to do, and I'm gonna hit E and Z to extrude along the Z axis, and then left click, and then hit SZ0 to make all the vertices flat. So this is the kind of the rectangular shape that we're going to use. Quickly later on, we're gonna adding a cylinder back out of this again. So far looking good. Come out to the solid mode, looking all right, and then what we're gonna do next is we're going to select everything, Control A to apply the scale. All right, so then we are going to still select this face, and then go to the hit Control I to invert the selection, hit H to hide them, and then we're only dealing with this one single flat surface. And then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna hit the I key to insert it, and then we'll come here, right click, loop tool, circle. Now you see that circle is too big, so I'm going to hit the S key to shrink this thing down, and this is going to be the shape that we want to go with. And then I can even just hit I to insert it one more time to having this. Then what I would do next is I'm going to come down here to the front view, hit E and Z to extrude it out, and then that is good. So, and then hit Alt H to unhide everything, and now we have the shape that we want to create. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Because this is a symmetrical shape, so I can basically just be a little bit lazy and just do a mirror modifier to select everything on the right hand side, hit X to delete the vertices, and then I'm gonna come here to adding a mirror modifier. So right here, then clipping and hit the Z axis. So that is all good. So we have this going on here. So the next thing we're going to do is basically we need to do some work in order to maintain this good shape, because if we don't do anything with bevel works or fixed topology, I know this shape looks cool and is similar to what we want to create, but it's still not the right shape that we want to do. So first thing, I'm going to fix this one. Big ngons, select everything here, and go to the side view, hit the I key to insert it. This is kind of the thickness that we want to go. Front view, Alt Z, and go to the X-ray mode, G, hit E, X to kind of come down here. Because we enable the clipping, so basically once these two face to come together, it actually connect each other. And hit the 3 to do the face selection. I'm just going to select this face, hit X key to delete the face. Now you see this is something like punch through. Okay, so this is pretty good. Then next we are going to fix the topology, everything, in order to making sure this thing is just going to stay or remain the shape that we want to do. So let's go to the vertices selection mode. Let's see, take a look at it, what we can do. So we definitely, an easier way to start with this is to select a sharp edges and do a quick bevel. So what we can do here is go to the edge selection mode, select sharp edges. Just take a look at it. So to double check if these edges are the one that we wanted to do bevel. And for me, I think that looks about right. And then Control B to bevel it. left click, then we can come here to adjusting. Usually it's about 0.02 and then 2 segment. Because I want to maintain the shape of this, I usually drag this all the way to 1. And then next I'm going to change the emitter outer from sharp to arc. Okay, so that is the tiny difference that we can see here. And this is going to help us to fix topology relatively easier than the sharp. Okay, so good. Then what we can do next is going to come out of this and then trying to fix the ngons. So this is definitely ngons. So what I can do here, I can just to drag this loop, because if I'm adding this, it's actually going to stop right here because this big ngon. So I'm just going to use a existing loop cut and just going to drag over here. Double G to slide over here, and you can hit E or F key to making sure what kind of shape that you want to go with this loop cut. So put them here and Control R to adding a loop cut back, double G to push it back. So that is what we had before. Control R to adding another loop cut. Hit Control B to bevel it if you want to. So I'm just going to adding a couple loop cut. So this is good. So basically what I can do here, just need to fix these to hit J to join that. Same thing over here. Hit J to join that. Typically we don't want to have this point is called pole. So it's actually connected more than 4 vertices. This is something we try our best to get this pole on a flat surface, but some cases like this, there's impossible to having that. So I'm just gonna go with this. Just only also because we are using a really good amount of vertices on the cylinder. So this is a relatively small, qua. So actually it doesn't have a whole lot of effect on the shading. So this is what we're trying to do this time to fix this. Control 2 to adding a subsurface modifier. And it seems like this is a little bit affecting on the shading. Double G or select the entire loop, double G to slide it over here. Okay, shade smooth. Oh yeah, okay, not too bad, not too bad. And this part is all good. Anything else we need to do? I know this is a big long stretch. Qua, but I think that looks just fine. So I don't think that is any issues with this shape that we want to create. We can just select that, double G to slide over here. Yeah, I think that looks just fine. And go to the extrude mode, Alt Z, and just drag some. You can change the shape and the stuff you want. Next, we can actually add some loop cut to support this shape. Control R. Do that. Just 2 should be fine. And let's see, Control R. Yeah, look at this. If I'm adding this, I'm actually adding more geometry on this circle, which is actually break down the beautiful round curve over here. So that's why I decided not doing this. And if you really, and this one, it does not seems to be an issue by now. So what you can do, you can just simply actually select this loop cut, double G to slide over here. And if you want to have some little bit even grid look, and it feels like this is too close to this one, it's not necessary. So I can just select that, hit X to dissolve this edge. So it should be fine. And this one, I can actually dissolve that as well. So I think it should be fine. And then this one, this big circle, so I can just hit double G to slide over here. And now I think the shadings, everything looks just fine. I know this is a tiny corner. However, if you have more geometries, you can fix that, or we can do some justifications when you creating this shape, right? So this small shading, issues is because the long stretch. You can definitely spend some time to kind of fix that. E or F to getting that shape going on here. And then it's not super significant. I think that looks just fine. I can keep fixing this. Double G. Either way, you can certainly spend some time to do that, but this is a good topology for sure, to kind of have this type of shape to work with. All right, let's go to the face selection mode and the select by tray and then face by size. So equal to 4, and let's see, this is everything. So everything is in quad now. Okay, so this is what we want, right? But we definitely need to having some support loops inside because this is a long stretch quads. So what I can do here, Control R, adding a couple loop cut, put it in here. That is all good. And that's it. This is pretty straight and easy to work with, and this is a pretty cool shape. You can definitely modeling a hair dryer or even a headphone or a bunch of stuff having this type of a cylinder with a cube and the cylinder come out. So this is just a quick practice. If you enjoy this short modeling and topology practice in Blender, making sure you hit likes and comment and subscribe my channel. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.